What is up? We are live. We're here with Updog. How we doing?
Pretty good, Mr. Who. Not doing too bad.
All right. So you built this tool. We're gonna explore it today. But first, we're gonna discuss like the success you've had. Like what have you done in best ball? Like, and have you been using? You've been using these base thoughts for a while to have the success you've had, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing for I think it's 7 years now. I caught the end of draft.com and then kind of missed year one of Underdog, but after that, I was Underdog DraftKings drafters from the start. Yes, what up, Joe? It's not a Marshall Falk jersey. Let's see if I can show it up.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley himself. I took my home league winnings one year after the legendary Todd Gurley season and spent it all on a jersey.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been playing best ball for a long time. My background's as a tournament poker player, so I've kind of always been just a gambler bro and playing these peer-to-peer games, trying to make some cash and beat other people out of their money. So I found out about best ball a long time ago, kind of in its infancy. And I'm a ball no, I'm a sports guy, right? So it just kind of appealed to me in a lot of ways. I like drafting. I like a lot of sports. So it's honestly just been a natural fit. And as I transitioned out of poker, I just went all in best ball. So I spent a lot of time thinking about it. Tried to scheme up a way for me to, beat the game that didn't rely on player takes. Obviously you need player takes. You're not going to win without correct player takes. But I knew there was something else the people weren't doing, that the masses weren't considering. And I tried to engineer a system to try and beat the games. So I've been building this model for 5 years. I've been using it, in secret in my spreadsheets. But thankfully, with the advent of AI and stuff, I've been able to put it into a living, breathing
and
solver.
Tell them about your finishes. Like, you've had 3 top 5 finishes, right?
Yeah, I've basically had a bunch of close calls. No wins yet, but I have 2 runner-up finishes in the Drafters main event. I have a 3rd place in the Drafters playoff, NFL playoffs. And last year, I almost won the Dinger. I went to sleep on the final day of the Dinger in the lead, and I ended up in 5th. So we've had a bunch of close calls, a bunch of 6 sweats. So it kind of only motivates me to play more because I think I'm on the right path. I think I'll get that win eventually, but I've come damn close a couple times now.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, we neither one of us know much about baseball, but we used the Dogmath to do as 33 Dinger teams. At the moment, we're currently advancing 33 of. Or not 33.
I wish
we're advancing 8 of the 33. We've been bouncing between 6 and 10. So like this, what the tool does is it kind of like tries to balance out your roster by the full schedule to make sure you can get points all the way through. And so it tries to limit the amount of really bad weeks you have, but also it helps like pivot to like this player will spike when this player doesn't. So like it's a mix of that. It's adding all of that in together, right?
Yeah. So at a very basic level, it just takes every game of the season, right? It knows, we obviously know who they're playing every week, right? And I've done like really in-depth research to try and find the stickiest defensive metrics possible to predict like next year's performance. And like, yes, it's not that sticky. Obviously defenses change and stuff, right? But the thing is, no one's trying to do this, and I'm trying really hard to do this. So I basically made a strength of schedule matrix. It plots the difficulty of each game for each player for the whole season, and it'll assign a projection to that player based on where you draft them. So if you take a running back in the first round, it's saying, well, you drafted a first round running back, and first round running backs are usually RB1 to RB5, and they score 21 points per game. And then that projection gets multiplied by the game environments. So every every week. There's like here you can just put like a running back in the top of the solver here, and then people can see.
Yeah. Yeah. I seen something on the YouTube side. We'll just go to round two. Like we can go to round two since
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
and we'll just hit Jeremiah Love. We took
Yes.
round two, Jeremiah Love.
Yeah. So as you can see, like it's just taking every game of the season. It's saying, these games are hard. These games are good environments. It's got dome factor. It's got all that included. Right. So Jeremiah Love's kind of a cool example because he really does pop in the playoffs. So it's something I'm leaning into this year in best ball. Like kind of a weird pick. Like, there's a lot that could go wrong, I guess, with the Jeremiah Love pick, but he's got a smash playoff schedule. So, we're mixing them in. And then, it's got also playoff correlation
and then
a bunch of fun stuff.
We'll do this. We'll say it is because these are common starts. We'll go Detroit running back. So another thing that we haven't got to yet, so it'll give you stars and stuff for players, and it matters a lot less until you've filled out your base positions, correct?
Correct. Because it's compounding, right? Every player gets layered on top of each other. And when you've only taken 3 players, they're essentially all going to hit your roster, because you have 2 running back spots, a flex, wide receiver spots, right? So yes, you can try to balance it out right at the top of the board, but it's more like, hey, I'm 9 picks deep in this draft, and 3 of my receivers have week 7 buys. The solver will yell at you. The Carolina receivers have a great matchup in week 7. It'll be clear as day.
This is something people do look at for Eliminator, but they're not going out of their way. And it's only a select few, but people think that way for Eliminator, but they don't think that way for PBM and DK ability and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
Correct. And at the end of the day, right, we're just trying to score the most points possible. We're trying to advance the most second place teams, basically. You want what I want to do is I'm not trying to advance, 45% of my teams by having concentrated player takes on some guy that I think the market's wrong. I don't think that's wrong. I just think it's hard to do, right? So I'm just trying to raise the floor of my teams, and I'm trying to squeeze in a couple more second place teams that are low owned by raising their floor through a process oriented, a data oriented process. Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Emo?
Emo?
He did a great job today, by the way.
Oh, I didn't watch. I watched the
Yeah.
Toxic Tower a couple nights ago. I had a good laugh. That was peak Toxic Tower. It was pretty damn funny.
So we'll see right here. We have Jeremiah Love with Jahmyr Gibbs right now. So it's showing playoff correlation here. So they don't play any of the same teams because all of these are equal, right? So that means in the playoffs, they're not playing any of the same teams, most likely.
Well, and so something cool about this is we know how important playoff correlation is. We know how important it is to overlap your playoff correlation. No toxicity here. I'm a good dog. We're just trying to help some people make some money here.
I mean, the owl was looking a little upset at you barking at us,
in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Right. But so the playoff correlation stuff, right? Obviously people know the playoff matchups, right? But what my thing does here is it goes a couple layers deeper, right? Obviously all these teams with bars cannot be playing the teams we selected in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. But what it does, it goes 2 layers deeper, right? So it takes your playoff opponents, and then it takes who they play, right? And then it takes those opponents and their opponents. So it actually stretches out so you can see this broad spectrum of playoff correlation that isn't direct, but if you want to get cute and make some funny or some cool combos that people aren't making with non-obvious playoff correlation, you can pre-build it into your roster by using this. It's playoff overlap, is what they call it. But it's really cool. It's something I use to make first, second round combos, that people aren't naturally clicking. So it's just trying to set yourself up for playoff correlation further into your draft by being knowing all the matchups.
And then this chart is plotting with those 2 players what teams correlate the best with them. And
Correct.
so go ahead and explain how this access stuff works. And
Yeah, so
you also have a search bar here. So I'm just going to type in Chicago for whatever reason. It'll just pop. Like
just makes it easier to find the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is essentially like the core of the math. So we've taken the schedules for Detroit and Arizona, we've stacked them up together, and then we cross-reference every other team and their schedule. So since we have a first and second round player drafted, this is saying if you take a running back in the third round from all these teams, the further you go right on the x-axis is how much floor they were at, meaning when your guys have a bad week, Carolina and the Rams have spike weeks. And then the inverse, the y-axis, means they're sharing spike weeks with Arizona and Detroit.
Yeah.
So a lot of applications here, obviously a limb, weekly winners, just general best ball advance rate stuff, right? If you want spike, you take Scatabo, you know. If you want floor, you take Kyron, right? So you can choose how you want to balance out your team. You have the charts there right in front of you. And yeah, this has been basically the core of my process for years. Finally made it nice and pretty and ready for the fine folks out there to use.
Yeah.
And yeah,
and like you can use this, like he said, you could use Scatabo and Kyron. Well, the same thing applies to Corum and Tracy. If you don't like Scatabo, just know in your mind, like if it was a good pick here, it's probably still a decent pick, even though you add more. Like if you add I don't know, round 6 running back, who goes there? Judkins goes there sometimes. Yeah, we'll put him in there. So like you add him in there. Well, Giants still stay high. Rams still stay there, right? So like generally whenever you see them somewhere, it'll most likely stay, but not always, right?
Sometimes it always depends, and it depends the capital. Like I said, you put in a 6th round running back, so it's not gonna score as many points as if you said the guy was in the 3rd round. You know, that would shake up the chart more. But yeah, the whole idea is it all compounds through your whole draft, and when you reach that inflection point where you're staring at 2 or 3 guys and you don't know who to take and you don't know what position to take, you know, this gives you a clear answer, you know. Which is cool because most of us just sit there and stare at names on a screen and pick the best guy. But, you know, I think there's a little more to that. And using this tool, if you're ever in a tricky spot, you can just plug it all in, have a look at the math, and maybe you'll find an answer. Yeah.
Yeah. So this website is completely free, right? Like you can do this for free.
Completely free. Yes. Dogmathbestball.com, please. I would encourage you guys, please go have a look, make an account. So an account is required to use the solver. I am going to be launching a paid overlay for this in the future, hopefully in the next week, 2 tops. And we'll show you guys how that works later on. But yeah, free solver. This is my whole process. This is the background math of the extension, completely free. Just dogmathbestball.com, make an account, click the solver, and it's there. It's fired up. It's ready to go. Just one little caveat, the site is basically brand new. It's kind of generic text that isn't accurate. So don't read too much into the descriptions and all that stuff. I'll have it finalized by the time I launch the extension. But yeah, please make an account. I'm still troubleshooting stuff, so I appreciate it. And have a look at the solver, play around with it, man. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. You can learn a lot. You can make a lot of cool strategies. And it's, I'm super proud of it. And I'd love to get some people using it. Yeah.
Yeah. And, so this is what it looks like here, like for the paid version. You get this, and basically we're going to enter this draft. It's got auto on. We'll turn auto off to start. So we go into a draft. It always does this before you do anything. So you can click this settings button, and you can actually do custom settings for all this stuff. How much floor, how much ceiling, how much play. And the first playoff thing is based on his playoff strength of schedule by the teams. And this is just only correlation. So like you can balance out however you want. You can balance week 15, 16, 17 with as much as you want.
Yeah.
So like for what I've been playing around with it, like for the poodle, I have like 1.5, 1.25, and then like 7 because it's an insanely high finals. Like it's like a 310 person final with a 1 of 6, 1 of 6. So I've been doing it that way because I don't know. In my mind, that's how that should work.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it right? Maybe not, but that's how I'm going to play that contest. So
Yeah, and that's kind of the whole point of this thing is I'm not trying to sell you rankings. I'm not trying to tell you who the best player is. I'm not even trying to tell you who the best pick is. I'm trying to give you information so you can make your own decision, make draft how you want. You can change the settings if you want more floor, if you want more ceiling, if you want to value playoff correlation more, if you want to value week 17 or 15 or whatever more. The idea is just to empower the drafter to allow them to draft better teams. I'm totally against this whole rankings and projections and all this stuff. I'm not gonna pay some guy to tell me who to draft and think that's gonna give me an edge in a peer-to-peer game. I want to give people the ability to draft better and draft how they want with pure math.
Yeah. So also, like when I click this auto, it's going to read the entire site and it's going to autofill everything. Now, it might take a minute.
Yeah, it did. It just popped settings up or it just scrolled to the top of the page. Yeah.
Yeah. So it shows you what you've drafted, and it doesn't have names. It's just I went Rams receiver, Cincinnati running back, Green Bay running back, because this was an early draft. I just popped one up. It shows that I'm projected to score 1,989.2 points with this team. And these are the players, like it really likes Dontavian Wicks to balance out this wide receiver room. Now, there is one issue at the moment.
Just a sec. I just want to correct Jets in the chat there. Yeah, sorry. So if you don't put in www, it goes to my old baseball solver that I released for free. Yeah. So yeah, www.dogmathbestball.com. And yes, I live in my basement and don't go outside.
Are you a vampire and are you scared of the sun? Yeah. So the one thing it doesn't do right now is it doesn't read players that are free agents.
Correct. So I think I'm gonna have a fix for that, but yeah, it's not the end of the world anyways. Those guys are gonna get signed and stuff. But yeah,
I mean, for today's BBM, because we're gonna do a BBM, I'm not gonna skip Diggs because it'll mess it up. But like, we're only gonna take him if it's the best pick, right?
Yeah.
Like, so like it's one of those things. Like I think you would agree that he's probably going to move up multiple rounds when he signs.
Yeah, I think all these unsigned guys basically.
Updog coming to Buffalo to draft?
Probably on Sunday.
On Sunday.
I've got my first big batch of slows is just winding down, and I'm ready to hop in a bunch more. So I'm gonna do my little pilgrimage to Buffalo and jam some slows.
All right. Well, we got that free BBM entry for the 7th inning stretches we done. So
$0. That's nice.
Yeah. But are you ready to start drafting and answer questions throughout that process? Or
let's run it.
Let's run it. All right. We're gonna jump into BBM. We're gonna jump in 15 seconds. We never leave the line. Fury. Yeah. Has Mossy been using it too?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a couple of just a few, right?
Literally 2.
Just me and Mossy.
Yeah. Mossy's a real G man. So he was. I was trying to kind of get this ready for a release last year, but just really wasn't able to. And honestly, AI has gone so far in a year that it was basically made possible over the last year. But I gave Mossy the spreadsheet version last year, and I mean, I know he used it a bunch, and he ended up winning a tournament. He did a lot better than I did. And the guy took home 150K. So there's definitely something working right. I don't know if it was just Mossy mashing the Bears and Niners that got him there, or the Dogmath, but I'm going to say it was. It was
probably
a bit of both.
It's probably a mix of him mashing those two teams and then having the access to the teams that helped him get those through.
Yeah. So honestly, there's me and Mossy using it last year. One of us made 6 figures, so it's pretty cool. And I love the guy. He's been super helpful to me getting this ready to launch. So
That's awesome. Welcome to the Who Crew, by the way, Mossy. Glad to see you here. Hope you stay. Dogmath makes volume drafting so easy. I mean, it kind of looks like, and I don't want to, like, I'm going to kind of compare it a little bit to like the sidekick, but it's like the sidekick is like recommending you players. What this is doing is it's showing you different, like what is solid, right? It's not going to recommend, like, it's not, it is kind of,
I don't have
recommending.
sacrilegious sitting over my shoulder telling me,
Yeah, because
whoever's the best pick on the board, you
Right.
know, like, so it's in a lot of ways, it's like the opposite of leg up.
Right. Because yours is 0 player takes involved. It's all play, and because like Marvin Harrison and Michael, if you just take Michael Wilson at round 6, it's going to assign that value to that wide receiver.
Yeah,
that doesn't
correct.
make it a good pick. That just means it's going to assign that value.
It's gonna, well, if you take him in round 6, you think he's worth that pick.
Yeah.
So the model is saying, well,
Correct.
this guy on this team is worth X because you took him there.
Yeah, correct. So like that is one thing about it, because it's only looking at, it's not looking at projections for the players. It is looking at projection for that round of receiver as you started at this stream off with. Round X, position Y, and that team schedule should equal X amount of points every week, right?
Exactly. So like you're free to use your player takes and build how you want. It's not ever going to tell you, you know, I think a player is better than another player. It's just going to say, based on who you've drafted,
right,
I think you should probably go this way or that way. You know, it's just going to give you the information to draft better.
Jaden Blue, trust me, the math works.
Hey man,
hey, if you believe it,
you could do it.
Yeah. So it'll just say dog math until you make a selection. But as we kind of like glossed over earlier, the first like 4 or 5 rounds, you should probably just kind of build things out. Like if you have things in mind, like if there's playoff correlation, you know, you can't get it elsewhere, like go ahead, like don't avoid it. But you want to, like if you think Christian Watson's one of the best prices on the board, just take Christian Watson and build around it.
I mean,
it's fine.
You can take whoever you want, and then it's just going to readjust. You know, even if it gives you, all these picks are 1-star picks. You know, they don't work well in the math. You can take them all, and then it'll just adjust, and it'll say, well, you know, now you've taken these guys. Here are new suggestions. You know, so it's not going to box you into anything. You know, you can still draft however you want. It's just trying to give you data, man. It's just trying to give you more data than just names on a list.
Yeah, and if you're watching, like the names that come up for us doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good for your team. So, but we got ladies first at the 1 hole. We got King Kaleri here at the 5. We got Go AZ Cards at the 11 who were blocking, and we got the 8. And nothing weird here. Like, are you just straight ADP? Like I'll let you make the first pick because I do have player takes here. So
I mean, I know who I would want. Yeah, I want Amon-Ra. Yeah,
we're in lockstep there. Are you Amon-Ra over CMC or not?
Yeah. I'm doing the fade on CMC again, even though it feels terrible. But I think on Underdog specifically, I think I'm gonna just fade CMC and get more Amon-Ra. And then I'll take some CMC over on DraftKings.
So, do we want to change this ceiling stuff at all?
Well, I want you to put in what you want.
I like to do it this way a little bit more. I kind of like this 10, 20, 20, 50. Like, I think that makes a lot of sense. And then you can click the save button, and then you can go to custom 2, and you can do it again.
Yeah.
So I think that's about right. I also think for me, since the rounds are the same, I'm going to just equal it out. And the finals is large. So I'm going to go all the way up to 7.
Crank it up, okay.
Because the finals is 1,000.
Go back in. I think you might have to hit the save button.
Well,
I'm not sure actually. Okay, no, it's good. Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah. It only I believe it's only the save thing is only locked to this top.
Okay. Oh no, it does. It does save the playoff correlation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because it's got a 900 some person final, like I'm whatever with it. So these numbers, like no running back has been selected, so it, like the 1 and the 0, like that's only based on playoff stuff, right? And it doesn't really matter.
Not exactly. So every position is comparing within the position, right? So like,
okay. We want Chase Brown, London, Bowers?
I mean, I like them both.
HN, who I'm not a big fan of, but I'm okay
I mean,
with.
I know London's the best for floor with them, but let's just do Chase Brown.
I really like Chase Brown. I don't know about you. I'm very into this Chase Brown, who's somebody in round 1, Chase Brown, Zay Flowers, and Lamar in round 5 if you can get it. And it just feels so good.
Yeah, I like that.
It just feels so good.
But yeah, let's just go back just so I can talk about the overlay here.
Yeah.
No, like on the player list.
Yeah.
So we have a couple things popped up there on the player list. The first one is obviously playoff correlation. It'll light up if you have a player that, you know, or if you have a Green Bay player, etc. Like, yeah, there's a Cincy guy. Anyways, it'll light up in green if it's playoff correlation. The plus number with the green to red fading, that is the floor calculation. So that's basically points added to the team. So since we haven't drafted a quarterback, like that's in bright green, that's saying, you know, you're going to get a lot of points. That's Josh Allen's going to score 395 points this year, apparently. So that's just going to tell you the straight up points added to your team. It's gonna change from green to red based on like comparing the other positions.
Yeah.
So
also down here at the bottom, it has something.
It has a complete list of. It has all 32 teams and the next available player from that team by ADP, and it has the plus points is that same calculation, the points added, and then the percent rank is basically it's the star system you see on the overlay, and that uses the weighting you put in, whether you want floor, whether you want ceiling, whether you want playoff correlation. It ranks them 1 to 32. The top guys are 5 stars, you know, the bottom guys are 1 stars, and then that is spit out onto the overlay. So you can always just go into the extension and look around at the list as well.
Yeah.
If you want to kind of deep dive it, but that's essentially the overlay calculation. So we have playoff correlation, we have points added, and then we have the star recommendations, which are based off your custom ranks or weighting.
All right. Well, we're about back on the clock here. These top 2 picks would be absolutely fire if we can get one of those.
Yeah, if we can get them, yeah.
I don't love the McBride price, but I'm pretty in on it. Okay. Flowers?
Yeah, say for sure. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about the Bowers McBride stuff, and like originally I was just kind of like, you know, Bowers is gonna smash them, and I don't know, but the more I've thought about it, like I think I might be ready just to do the McBride thing all over again. And he's literally at the same cost or cheaper than last year, and like he just broke out. And you know, if we get this Jacoby Brissett season, and they have a really tough schedule, like they are going to be in the same game scripts as last year, you know. And I don't know. I think there might be, and I think there's also a lot of risk in this Vegas stuff. You know, everyone's like last year we drafted 2 Raiders in the 1-2 round, and like that did not go very well. And
yeah,
you know, I might just be ready to say it could just easily happen again. You know,
I'm pretty out on McBride specifically. I think that having Jeremiah Love there, like they had 0 running game last year, and this is more ball talk, so like it's less for that. But like you do need a little bit of that. So here, are we going to go with the Scatabo, the McMillan? By ADP, McMillan's up top.
Yeah, let's do your boy. Let's do Scat.
Let's do Scatabo. They play week 16. They play week 15. But running back does feel a lot thinner. I actually did this exact same start a little bit ago on DraftKings.
Nice.
This exact same 4 players.
Okay. So, you want to pull up the chart and we can show people.
Yeah.
So, you know, the solver has all these fancy charts. Well, it's also all built into the extension. So again, you can always kind of deep dive spots and see what you want to do. The top one is just, you know, how they're laid out and stacked up. The second one just has each individual position, and the bottom stat playoff correlation chart. And then if you click into like running back or receiver or whatever, now you can see, going up and down is ceiling and going left to right is floor. So, if we drafted a Carolina running back, it would add a lot of points to our team. If we added a Buffalo running back, well, it likes it for both. So a Buffalo running back would be a pretty good pick.
Yeah. Then wide receiver, we've got 2 wide receivers. So Carolina was one of the better picks for it, but it was a
5-star there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see, kind of see what's going on there.
And Atlanta, as you said, pairs really well. But like there are other Carolina receivers and Atlanta receivers, and there's not really other like I mean Tracy's fine. Like I don't hate Tracy, but that is something like
I like him, especially on DK. Yeah, I think Tracy's a good pick. And then obviously we don't have a tight end or a QB, and then the team tab at the end.
We're coming close to on the clock. Let's look at it real quick. I mean, obviously that Lamar. If it happens, like I'd be okay with either Watson or Judkins if Lamar goes.
I want Lamar or Watson for sure.
Well, no, I mean Judkins or Watson if Lamar goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lamar, beautiful.
Yeah, I mean this is exactly what we wanted. So, all right, so back to the charts. All right.
Yeah, so the team chart, it basically combines the strength of schedule for all 4 positions. And when you don't have a quarterback drafted or you don't have a running back, it's using this to produce like the star metric because it can't compare against another running back. So it compares versus like the entire team's SOS. So that's why I was saying, like, if you start 2 receivers and you're looking at a running back and he's got a 5-star, it's not really comparing to you don't have another running back to compare it to. So it's comparing to your roster in its totality. Sure, it's useful, but I wouldn't like hard stare at the recommendations early up the board when you don't have one of those positions selected. It's kind of just meant to guide you. Maybe, maybe choose one guy over the other, but the math really works once you start compounding players from that position.
So, so we're about back on the clock again. I mean, Jaden Daniels pairs pretty well, weirdly. I
mean, I do like Price, but we're kind of ahead on RB. I mean, I don't want to do it. I like Marv. Marv really like Arizona really pops in my playoff stuff.
Yeah, let's just do that. Like, we're doing this, which it was only a 2-star, but we also haven't filled out the full roster. We've already got a game stack. And at some point, like, you just need points. He also, like, I don't know about you, but the week 14 stuff, like, I think it's just Dallas and Arizona, maybe. And, well, all the Dallas guys except for Flournoy is gone. So there is that.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, there's a bunch of questions in the.
Yeah. One of them, somebody asked about the price. You can get into that after the, like, I don't know if you've completely figured it out or what, but
I think so. It's not set in stone, but yeah, the Kubiak stuff, I know Kubiak was to save them, but I just, you could also just not save them. And they're certainly being priced like they're going to be a good offense. So it just has me a bit sketched.
So basically, C-Money, that question, like, that's what this is for. You can figure out how much you want to weight everything, floor, ceiling. Like, do you want to just have the biggest floor and to advance, right?
Like, like if you're a limb, you crank that to the max, right? If you're in weekly winners, you crank ceiling to the max.
Right. And then, like, playoff value, like, how much is in each week? Like, that's how you figure out, like, if it's a 1 of 10, 1 of 5 with a 700-person final, you figure out what combination you want, and it'll just throw those numbers into the calculations, and that's where you'll get the differences in the recommendations. Like, it's generally going to recommend the same players to some extent either way, but it will balance it some, right? For sure.
Yeah, it's just whatever you set the rankings to and whoever you drafted already, those are the inputs. So all that matters is who you've taken and then what you put those little things to.
It loves these two players. I personally like Tony Pollard a lot more than Jalen Warren, but I'm game with either one.
Yeah, it likes Pollard more. Like Pollard gives more floor added, but we get that correlation with Warren. I think I do. Well, maybe we do Pollard and then we do
Dowdle
later.
You know what? That's exactly what I did earlier on that other team. So
that was a good team you built. We're gonna recreate it over on.
I didn't have. I got a Brian Thomas Jr. instead of Marv.
Okay,
was the difference.
But yeah, and pricing. I think I'm gonna set it at $50 a month. I didn't want it to be too expensive. I want people to use it. And there's lots of other overlays and sites that are charging, $30-$40 a month.
I mean,
and frankly, I think I provide more value. So I think that's the number I'm going to end off at. I don't know for sure. I think what I'm going to do is a 3-day free trial and $50 a month, just so you know. And I think that's reasonable. I think that enough people want to give it a try at that price point. At least I hope so. But that's my plan as of now.
I've enjoyed using it. So Rico does go, but Godwin is here, who is
massive slide on Lemon. Okay, he goes.
Yeah, and Xavier Worthy pops pretty heavy.
Okay, and we're at the 8-6. I mean, Worthy might come back.
We got 5
I
seconds.
also kind of love Quorum, but
let's do that. You want to do that?
Not really. Let's do Godwin. Godwin's fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're displaying the tool. Let's display the tool. Let's take the guy at ADP. Like we've got our big week 17 game stack here already all figured out. Now we're just kind of going with we should have an awesome floor for points right now. None of these bye weeks are the same, and the schedule apparently balances out pretty well.
Yeah, Jets. Yeah, 50 a month that's what I'm planning to launch it at. So there's only a couple months left in best ball season anyway. So
I was gonna say it'd be $100 for the 2 months, and if you don't like it after August, you can not.
Yeah, and there'll be a 3-day free trial. And also, if you don't want to pay for it, guys, just go to my site, make an account, use the solver for free. You can put this in while you're drafting. It's not going to have all the fancy correlation and weighting and stuff. But believe me, I've used basically that exact thing for 5 years. Mossy used it last year, won 150K. I've used it, I've won 150K. So you don't need the fancy overlay. The overlay is for volume drafting. Like you can, if you're just keeping track of one draft and you're just having fun, go use the solver for free, man. And then, hey, if you like it, maybe you'll step it up to the premium version. But I go use the free version. 100%. It's live right now.
If you're gonna go, pile into 150 slows, you probably want this.
You're going to want the extension.
You're probably going to want the extension.
I mean, dude, last year I literally input every single thing by hand, man. And believe me, it took a long time to draft a bunch of slow drafts.
Well,
so.
we used this for baseball, and we were multi-tabling them and trying to do it. And it's I was
we could have used a third person.
At a certain point, I'm like, I'm just going to manage the screen and tell you what's going on.
Yeah, we had a little war room situation. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. It apparently is working out. So Michael Pittman's popping here. Harold Fannin pops really big.
Yeah, but I love Pittman here. You see the playoff correlation stuff? How it's green and purple?
Yeah.
Purple just indicates we have the quarterback. So purple is a quarterback stack. Green is just anything else.
We also have. So he went. All right. So just take Pittman then.
I like Pittman. Yeah. And we passed on the Pittsburgh player before.
Yeah,
I like kind of making those congruent bets. Like, in this universe, it's Michael Pittman is the Steeler you want, and not Jalen Warren.
And Jared Goff went over here to the Gibbs draft, which makes sense. But
that's fine.
I was just looking to see if he was there or not.
Just click the quarterback page. So we're gonna do a little planning for our QB2.
I mean, Stafford pops pretty heavy, but Baker falls all the way back every once in a while. But do we want to?
So we can see that, Baker, it says 0.5 stars. So that's basically saying Baker is not complementing our quarterback very well. It doesn't really matter, If I'm trying to stack it up, I'll probably just rip off the stack. But scroll a little further because we got Christian Watson too, right?
No.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, yeah, we didn't. Okay.
We took.
So yeah, it doesn't really like our stacking options. So maybe we could find someone, or we can take Shuck.
Well, so like, I kind of don't hate taking naked Stafford and
I do hate it, and I don't want to do it at ADP. I would much rather push it.
Well, I mean, it is. 10 picks past.
Whatever.
But like,
if he comes back again, we can do it.
Yeah, that's all.
Let's just go to a position. We don't need Baker. Let's do Pitts.
Pitts over.
Yeah.
What about Wandale for a team stack here? I like the Wandale bet. It gets us into Cam Ward, and we got the Pittsburgh guy.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I like Pitts this year, though. I think
I do too. I do too. But like, we're looking for some way to backstack. We got the Pollard bet. We're already in. We took Pittman. So like, we're already in all of that, right? So like, Pittman also complements the other side of it, but that's the week 17 game on top of it, right? So if we can get, and Cardell Tate went on this side of us, I believe. Yeah. So we should be able, like, we had to pull them up because we're not going to get them 137, but we might have, like, it gives us an option there. It also gives us the option to just wait on Rodgers.
True. Yeah.
So like, that's one of those things. Like,
just go to our QB tab there. So who does it really like? It likes Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, we could just backstack Seattle.
Yeah, that's
Arizona, New Orleans.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to doing Brissett or maybe like even naked Shuck. We'll see.
We do have. We're close to done at
receiver.
Receiver after that. Definitely so much quicker and easily with the overlay. Lots of upgrades. Thank you, Room, for letting my stack quarterback fall to me, especially after most of my picks were reaches. You're
welcome for that Stafford pick. I have to talk who off the ledge for you. So
no, he's over here with Nix and Purdy.
Oh, I thought he was I thought he was a Stafford drafter.
No, he
easy cards.
He had a Purdy.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
So I mean, I'm cool with just naked Tyler Shuck as well, if it comes to us. Kyler's still here. Like, that's just
no. I don't like Kyler. I mean, we should do Andrews if we can. And so like, you see like the green numbers, like obviously tight end. We haven't drafted one yet, so 10th, 11th round tight end or whatever is going to score 131 points. It's in bright green because it's going to add the most points to our roster. The other positions, it grades from green to red.
Right. We're on the clock. Do we want to do
we
Shuck?
Lost Andrews?
Yeah. So we could go with Ferg, Kincaid, Shuck, or Ward. 5 seconds.
Let's do naked Shuck.
I'm fine with that. Like, that does make the passing on Pitts thing feel a little worse, but honestly, I think it's fine. Like, we have options later for Shuck as well. Like, hopefully
we'll find a tight end.
Yeah. And so our running backs right now are Chase Brown, Scatterbo, and Pollard, which honestly feel pretty solid.
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert's still available. We got Chig available. We're probably might need to do one now. Diggs is still here. Shaheed would finish out our wide receiver for sure. But Cam Ward's coming back. Like, he might fall all the way back.
Yeah, we just got screwed out of the tight ends too. So pretty big fall on Mason. We could just rip that in.
Yeah, let's just do that. It feels fine. Like, or like the team sack with Tracy and Scatterbo. No, he goes.
Okay. No, I say we push Ward and well, do you want Diggs or do you want Shaheed?
We can go. I mean, I want Diggs.
Okay.
I think Diggs is a great pick.
Diggs.
And then, like, our wide receiver room is like just absolutely stacked, right? And we're probably going to stop at these 2 wide receivers. or these two quarterbacks, I assume. Like,
Yeah, so how many picks we got left? We're at 13, so we got 5 more. So we got to rip 3 tight ends,
yeah. So
running back, maybe 2 running backs, probably. Yeah.
So we got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So and here's another thing you can do. You can click this auto off, and I can come down here and be like, I want Devon Vele in the last round. Not saying we do, but we want that. It will change the numbers over here. So if you know what you're trying to get at the end, or like you're like, I'm gonna pull Katron Allen up around, like, and you want to move him here.
Yeah,
right?
if you want to think backwards, you have a
Yeah.
game plan. You can put in your plan,
Yeah.
see how the numbers change, and
And then
find a target.
Yep.
So like, let's just say let's say we didn't take Shuck, and let's say we wanted to build a 3 QB team. And we have Allen, and let's just say we know we're going to take Darnold, okay? And we want to find a third QB that's going to best pair with them. We can go plug in Darnold, and then we can see what quarterbacks complements that pairing even before we drafted it. So that's kind of a feature left over from the spreadsheet.
We'll answer that after we're on the. I mean, do we take the Jawan Johnson stack? Do we take Chig, who I like a lot more? Do we just take the Cam Ward?
I mean, okay, let's. I mean, I think we got to get 2 of these tight ends.
All right. So do we want to do the stack first and then see what happens after that? I think that's probably smartest.
Think we should, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And another thing about it is, even though it didn't show the stars as much, the stacking element doesn't multiply, right? Like it shows less stars when it's a stack, right?
Yeah, because a stack is basically adding ceiling. So the math, when you have it weighted towards floor, is not going to tell you to stack. It's going to say you already have a Cincy receiver. Why do you want another one? Right. But we know we're best ball players. We know stacking's good. But the tool in general is trying to find floor and trying to add points when your roster is weak. So you just have to know, man. If you want to build a stack, you just build the stack, And then, if you draft 3 Cincy players, it's going to be yelling at you. This team balances that well. So yeah, and click auto on again.
It's supposed to.
Just give the page a refresh. It'll figure it out. Come on, work.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Another bug to fix.
All right. So Hunter Henry or Sadiq. Either one is.
Let's do Hunter Henry. Yeah, that's a shame. Anyways, we're still Sadiq is ready to go. We're still bug fixing.
Sadiq popped way up whenever I moved those 2 players.
Okay, nice. So at least it caught. Okay.
Yeah.
Do auto on off again once.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're caught up.
Well, yeah. So one thing I have noticed, and like he said, he's working on it. Like, if you're doing inputs as you click a player or as it autos a player, it will like freeze. You just have to refresh it. Yeah. And you could do that by F5, or you can just click this read site button.
Yeah, there's still a couple little quirks, and I'm drafting, I'm testing, I'm drafting, I'm testing. So it's not perfect yet. That's why it's not out for launch yet. But
and soon. You can't draft on Underdog or DK, so you can only do it over on Drafters.
And I can't do fast because I'm in Ontario, so it's been a bit of a problem for me. But I'm getting there slowly, and when I release it, I just don't want any of my users to be sending me bug reports. So we're working hard. It works pretty good, but there's still a couple little bugs we got to iron out. Yeah. Someone asked earlier, like, if it works on everything. It works on Drafters, works on Underdog, works on DraftKings. I saw someone else said, could this be used for weekly contests in season? So no. When the first quarter stuff launches, my plan is to release a version for that, as well as I do want to make a daily Underdog tool. Haven't started making it yet, but the plan is to kind of keep it rolling so I have in-season offerings. And it doesn't just end after best ball season. And, I'm going to launch this for baseball, maybe for other sports. So that is the game plan. But as of now, it works for everything on Underdog, DraftKings, Drafters, with one exception. It does not work on Superflex. And I don't think I'm going to get around to making it work on Superflex this year. But
do we want to stack a third quarterback here with Rodgers, or do we want to go with Schultz? Okay.
No.
I'm fine with Schultz. I like Schultz.
What about running back? I really like Tank.
We could do, well, let's do Tank. Yeah, we need a RB, so that's that issue I was saying about, like, if it's hovered over.
It's okay. You can just minimize it too, and then it's out of the way.
Well, it didn't read. Oh, there it is. It read. Okay.
Yeah, and it's been really finicky set up because all these sites are programmed differently, and like how it scrapes your team is different on every site. So every little niche problem on each site has, been something I've had to iron through. So it's taken a long time to get it to a point where I'm happy to show it off, but we're there. We're close.
Should make a yearly subscription.
Most likely that is what I'll do, but frankly, I just don't have anything to offer. Week one of actual NFL season yet, but when I do, and I have this better plan, I think I will offer a yearly sub. So you can get a discounted rate, but it's still early days over here at Dogmath Incorporated.
All right, so I think Kamara makes some sense here. A pass catching running back with Shuck.
Yeah, and then we're done. The Algier fall's pretty big.
He doesn't rate very well though, although he does have correlation.
Yeah, and we already have Arizona. I mean, yeah, let's just do Kamara, man. We'll let someone else have him. This guy to our right, bro, is just loving it. He's got 3 running backs. But yeah, I'm okay with Kamara. I think he's probably going way too cheap.
Yeah, I kind of agree. So, but no, I like this team so far. Like Shuck is one of my favorite late clicks. Like, so getting him and getting the pass catching running back, like, I think this is pretty solid.
I just got to say, name no one cares about. I'll respect that. I'll respect that.
Let it be on the record. I tuned in this for Craig.
You don't want to be watching the sidekick bros click top guy. What are you going to learn from a top guy clicker? Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Dear 110 drafters, no Rodgers for you. I mean, we let you have him. Or you talk about the 110 draft?
Oh yeah, go easy over there.
Oh, he got Dowdle.
The double Pittsburgh stack. I've only done that once.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Kind of annoying to do when they're at the same price. Like usually one of them's going to crush the other one.
So
but
what do we want to do here? Do we want to double? Do we want to go ahead and take another wide receiver? Or do we want an 8th? Like, yeah, I think we definitely want.
We need a tight end, and then I think I have a guy for our last pick.
Phil Maffa?
No. I think I got a guy. Yeah, what tight end do you want to do? So they're not looking too good in terms of balancing here. We'd have to go pretty deep. I mean,
it always likes Michael Mayer, by the way.
I mean, since he seems like a good option, I do like the tight end RB, like inverse correlation.
If Cade Otton's here, we just do Cade Otton, right?
I don't mind that either, yeah.
And if not, like, I think Colby Parkinson makes sense.
I think I'd rather Gesicki.
Okay.
I do like Colby Parkinson, but like
I'm fine with, like, I'm like kind of pretty off of Gesicki because I personally think Eric All is going to end up taking that job.
Yeah, and I mean there's another kid they drafted too, so I can see it. But this is our tight end 3.
Yeah. Let's just do
it. I do think Colby's a better click, but
and it's another option on a bring back. It's a different bye week.
It's our week 17 bring back, and the math says it's good, so I'm just gonna throw my hands up and follow the recommendation.
All we're trying to do is get Sadiq to relevancy. Right, that's it. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah, I think it's fine. So let's Yeah, so the points added stuff 343. What is it? Click the receiver tab. Okay, so they're about the same, but we also have digs that it's not registering. So what I was thinking, well, what do you want to do? Do you think we should go RB or receiver?
I mean, I think we're strong everywhere. I think since we only have the Zay, like taking a Surratt or a Jacoby Lane would make a lot of sense. Or we could go Devon Vele. Like I was showing you, which
let's go one scroll further than Vele.
Oh, Bryce Lance.
Let's go Bryce Lance.
I'm fine with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is our BBM large field differentiator. None of the Trey Lance bros are alive. They're all dead. His brother was the real pick.
Always the real pick.
You just had to set it up 3 years ago. You know, you had to be like me and fading Trey Lance for years, printing money on Purdy stacks, winning 6 figures, fading Trey Lance.
Did you
circle back and take his brother?
No, like this is what he used to crush drafters.
Yeah. So this Darius Slayton was no.
Yeah.
So like this process of mine, I've literally been building this for 5 years. Like it's taken baby steps every year. I've improved it. It's just been a model that's lived in Excel, you know, and I'm at the point, you know, I want to change the game. I'm tired of all these best ball bros just clicking top guy and paying for rankings. You know, I wanted to offer something that is literally different, and I honestly think the future of best ball is going to be a tool similar to mine.
Well,
you know?
like the thing I love about it is in like the leg up thing and the sidekick and with ETR, like you're kind of beholden to their ranks and their sibs. Here, somebody said, can you input rankings into the tool? You cannot, but you can put your own rankings on the site, and then your rankings affect the draft capital, which affects the amount of points that it's giving your roster. So, like, yes and no, because it's not just trying to spit out a name at you. It's just trying to
never telling you one player is better than the other player, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't know. It doesn't know who the players are. There's no player names involved in Dogmath. Just teams, when they play, where they play, and then how you want to tweak the settings.
All right. Well, we got a 2-5-8-3 here. We got Lamar Jackson, Tyler Shuck. Literally, like two of my favorite 4 quarterbacks, probably. Like, I love Tyler Shuck. I know in the ranking show we had him lower. Like, there is a little bit of worry right now because of the Olave stuff and the Jordan Tyson stuff, but I like him. It's Kellen Moore offense. Let's go. Chase Brown, Cam Scatabo, Tony Pollard, Tank Bigsby, Alvin Kamara. Like, if this room doesn't work, I'm having a bad season.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a little thin, but it
might be.
It's fine. We have 3 guys who are starting for sure. I think Tank's a great pick this year. Yeah. I think Philly's going to have a great season. They have an easy schedule. I think they're going to want to keep Saquon fresh. Like, I think Saquon's going to have a good year too. But I think Tank really showed out last year.
And Kamara's probably
great metrics.
Probably 15 picks too early or too late. And we're most likely flexing wide receiver every week anyway. So we got Amon-Ra, Zay, Marv, Godwin, Pittman, Wandale, like, and then we added Diggs on that, and then a late season possible spike week guy. Like, this wide receiver room is just loaded, just fully loaded.
These are a lot of guys that I click quite a bit. My strength of schedule stuff loves Arizona, loves Pittsburgh, loves Tampa Bay in the playoffs. They all have really good playoff schedules. So I'm kind of leaning into them in these playoff contests. The tight end room is definitely like pretty washed. Like, I don't know, like the Juwan. I mean, I love Juwan, but like they drafted Delp and they do have some star power at receiver.
If we were to go back, I do think if we knew Shuck was going to fall all the way back, I would have been like, yeah, let's take Pitts.
Yeah, I think Pitts is also just a smash pick this year. Like, I was doing Fannin over Pitts, and now I'm just doing Pitts straight up.
It
over Fannin.
Feels a lot worse because Pitts is the bring back to Shuck too. So like,
Yeah,
So like it makes it even feel worse. But
that's okay. We don't need them to pop off in 17.
Yeah.
We have the Baltimore
We're-
stack.
now we're gonna review Arizona cards. A member. Members get reviews. So
Mr.
we
Charles.
got a 3-5-7-3 here. Brock Purdy, Bo Nix, Aaron Rodgers. Like Aaron Rodgers, like I like that pick a lot. Like he got these quarterbacks of value 107, 182. Feels good. Saquon, Henry, RJ Harvey, Chris Rodriguez, Katron Allen. That feels fine.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Mike Evans, he pulled him
the
up.
double pull up. Very nice.
Yeah. Terry McLaurin, Roma Dunze, Brian Thomas, Cortland Sutton, Ryan Flournoy, Keon Coleman, and then Goddard, Chig, and Freiermuth. So he went fully into the Jacksonville Washington game and intentionally didn't take either quarterback.
Yeah, that's a good team. That's
a fun team.
It's gonna be a tough to beat that one out of this pod. That's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it sure is. I do. I like it a bit. Poodle.
Yeah, whatever your heart desires, Mr. Queen.
Fully Loaded could be it might be a band name actually. I think Fully Loaded is a band name. But we're gonna jump in a Poodle, everybody. We're gonna jump in 15 seconds. We never leave the brine. Fury, endless, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who wins, immortal. All right, so we're going to set up a second custom thing here. We're going to go, I think I just like the 20-10-20 thing.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense. So the Poodle is 1 of 6, 1 of 5 advance. So we're going to keep this at 1.5. We're going to move this down to 1.25. And it's a 300 seat final. So I think that the math, like it's going to math out about right there. We could go 2 and 1.75. We'll do that instead.
All right.
And we'll click save. Does that feel right to you? That's a 1 of 6. That's a 1 of 5. Then that's a 310 seat final.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Sounds
about right.
No, I was just saying that's what it is. So
Okay,
do the numbers look right? To that, like, makes sense there. I think that the numbers make sense there.
Okay, yeah, a couple comments. I just wanted to say, easy cards, ADP truthers. So like I like what you did there, pulling the two guys up there, and that's kind of something that like made me make this tool.
Yeah,
is most people, they just stare at the top of the board, right? Like sure, we know it's good to like pull guys up and make unique combos, but like with the tool engineered how it is, like you can have a scroll down, and there'll be a guy saying 5 stars staring right at you, and like now you have a reason other than something you've just invented in your mind to like to pull it up. So that's something I look for a lot. I try doing these, if you have a chalky start, a chalky first, second, third round start, maybe at the 4-5 turn, bam, you do a double scroll, 2 guys that are popping, you make a cool unique team. So yeah, I like that you did that, and it's it's just part of my like core thesis here. We're trying to make unique combos, we're trying to build teams people don't have, and when most people are just staring at a list of players, they usually just take the guy at the top, right? So it's good getting unique. It's good having a reason to have unique. And then name no one cares about. Can I teach you how to build a similar tool? Yes, it's called paying Claude or ChatGPT $200 a month and yelling at it for about a month straight. I mean, I was fortunate. I've had this in spreadsheets for years, so it actually could interpret the spreadsheets really easy. But you can do so much cool stuff with AI right now, and specifically with Bestball, you can download the BBM, like you can download BBM data, throw it into this thing, and you can learn all kinds of cool stuff. I've done lots of in-depth research. I've made a bunch of other tools, not just this. There's lots of crazy things you can do. Like the things we can do right now with AI are honestly unprecedented. And it's worth messing around with. Like I have no coding skill. I'm just a dog on the internet who clicks buttons and yells at my computer, and it's just taking a lot of time and a lot of little bit of sweat equity. But man, you can literally build anything. So it's something called something cool to do. And there's so much data in best ball. It's so good at breaking it down. So it's awesome.
Yeah, I've been playing around with AI just for art, as I showed you earlier, and it's pretty fun too. We got the 110. We got King Kaleri here at the 11. We have the Wall, Jim Waller at 9. And I think that's it. Maybe Lotzi. Maybe Lotzi and Dr. Stanky Leg. I think I've seen him in my lobbies before, but yeah. All right, so you know the thing I'm going to do here. We're taking Brock Bowers in round 2.
Mr. Bowers, yeah.
We're taking Bowers in round 2. And the one thing I'm not going to do all season is take Genty and Bowers on the same team.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do that either. I mean,
I don't think that makes any sense. I don't see, like, I don't want to do that with Chase Brown and Jamar Chase, who we know are going to pay off.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I do it with them just because it's rare, but like,
are you good with?
Yeah, I'm great with CD. Yeah, I prefer CD over JJF. I just I'm really worried about Kyler. I think he's kind of trash, and I think I don't know. I don't even know if he plays 10 games this year, honestly.
That's not mine. Mine is that my boy Scatabo plays Lamb in week 17. And that game feels really strong.
Yeah, I love the Giants for their playoff schedule, and Dallas. Like, they both have good schedules. So I'm doing the Neighbors thing. Like, I don't really care. Like, whatever, end of the third, fourth.
I haven't done Neighbors yet. If we want to go Neighbors at 39, if he's there, I'm game to take a share.
That sounds fun.
Instead of, like, even at 34, like, I haven't done it yet. You know what? We could just do Neighbors there and not do the Scatabo thing. Like, I would be okay with that if it falls.
Yeah, Pepper Tony, you got in my head, dude. I had the same opinions, but like I listened to your guys' QB rankings the other day, and I agree. I'm definitely scared of Mr. Kyler.
I think Kyler is just kind of a clear improvement from what they had last year. That doesn't mean he's great.
Maybe, but I don't know. McCarthy can also just be better. So
yeah, he could improve.
And just the cost, like, he's being drafted at that, like that Fields price of last year or whatever, and it's just kind of gross. So I don't know. Like, I do it with J Jeff, but like, I really don't go looking for Kyler teams. I don't know. I don't know if Kyler played, man. Ever since he tore his knee, he's been ass. So, you know, he was a guy who was built on mobility and quick twitch, scrambling and stuff. And I don't know if he's got that in the bag anymore. You know, so. It's tough, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be out on Kyler.
You say he can't?
He's talking about 9. He's talking about 9.
Oh, okay. Kyler is worth, like, I think Kyler is a player.
He's going to get a chance.
Yeah,
that's this whole thing. But how long that chance is going to last, I don't know, man. If he has a couple bad games, it's going to be rough.
I just get this feeling that he's either the best. Like, I don't want to be overweight on him, and I don't want to be underweight on him. I'm scared both ways. Like, to me, he's an eat your vegetables pick.
I don't really think he can sink me. That's the thing. I really don't. But
I think being out on the offense can sink you a little more than him. I think being out on Jefferson. I have Jefferson at 11. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I have him there. I think
they're a good team, good coach. Yeah. Like, they just had a down year last year. Like, I know, but it is tough for me to click J Jeff compared to the guys around him. Especially in half PPR, it's really tough for me.
I was very bullish on Jefferson in pre-draft, but I was also betting that Kyler didn't go there and that it was Cousins.
Yeah, pre-draft he was like mid-second, you know. And there's like a weird thing that, like, I've noticed over the years. So usually in the pre-draft stuff, you know, the ADP, like we have this set ADP when we know nothing. Yeah. And then as we start knowing things, the ADP, you know, moves one way. And then what usually happens is towards the end, it all kind of goes back to our first initial thought when we were just scheming things up without information. Like, you know, I think the real price of J Jeff should be probably where we started in the big board. you know. Yeah, it's curious, but anyways, I just have a tough time getting
Where,
out this year.
where
I'll
are
get
you?
my 4 or 6%, but that's about
Where are
it.
you at with Josh Allen?
I mean, I'll take him in the fourth. That's basically my
That's
line.
where I'm at.
Yeah.
So we could either take Neighbors here. I don't think Wall takes Neighbors.
I
All
mean,
right. Do we want to go Kyron?
I'm okay with Kyron.
We don't have a running back yet, so we could go Kyron plus Scatabo here.
Yeah, I don't mind Kyron. Like, I definitely want more quorum. I love quorum this year. Like, I think the Rams are going to be really good, and their defense is going to be insane, and they're going to run the f out of the ball. And if they're winning games running the ball, I think that just leads quorum to having kind of a better impact. Like, for first cost. Couple of haters. Yeah, dude, I am a Kyler hater, bro.
I want to touch on this. Like, I fully believed in all that stuff, and then JJ McCarthy happened, and now I have questions.
Yeah,
like
I was drafting like a decent chunk of JJ. So it's probably just bias from that. I'm just.
I mean, we could do the team bet here and like not do Scatabo again. We could do Scatabo for the bring back. Which one?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to do Scat over Javonte. If I'm being honest.
I think that's fine. Like as you can see in my rankings, even like I have Javonte ahead. Team stack is perfectly fine. Like there are other Giants. I actually like clicking Darnell Mooney or Malachi Fields. Like I know that sounds gross, but I honestly don't mind clicking them.
I like Fields. I haven't got to much Mooney, but I've been doing the Fields thing. But Mooney seems like a really good pick early year, especially.
Yeah. Like I think Mooney in the Eliminator is one of the best picks on the board.
Yeah, I agree.
Javonte point bump. Yeah, like, and we're just in on that offense. Like, even if like having CD plus Javonte, like even if we don't get Dak, we're still securing a lot of the points for that offense. So that's an offense.
Yeah, it's good. And like Dallas projects really well in my stuff. They have an easy schedule. Like they're those interdivision games are awesome for Dallas. They have an improved defense. Like Javonte, low key might be one of the biggest winners, of the offseason. And I don't think he's ever going to rise in price. I don't think anyone's really going to get too excited about him. I think he's just going to crush in half PPR, if I'm being honest. I think he's going to score a lot of points. I think he's going to score a lot of touchdowns.
I've been coming around to that. But I think that Scatabo,
it feels gross.
Jacobs
makes me like it more. Yeah. Because everyone kind of recoils in disgust at the thought of taking him in the fourth round.
I kind of think that and I've been saying this I think double anchor receiver is might be the way this year. I think going Amon-Ra into London or Amon-Ra Bowers into Javonte or Kyron, and then Jacobs or Scatabo is going, or Travis. I think that's going to kind of be one of the best builds you can have by the end of it. I think that this running back range is where leagues are going to be won. Maybe.
I mean, it's an interesting year. We finally capitulated to running backs, and I definitely like going ZRB this year just because I think not many people are doing it. But I mean, there's a reason we're taking these RBs high up the board. Teams are running more, and we finally realized we're playing on a half PPR site.
All of these wide receivers, all the ones I like.
Mr. Watts, all right, You know who I want. Yes, sir. Christian Watson's my 5th round flag plant this year. I absolutely love him, and I think he's going way too cheap, man. He to me is comparable with the 2-3 turn receivers. I think I literally think he's the best pick on the board. All the competition's gone. He's the number one target. There's no snap rotation anymore. Yes, his hamstring might fall off, but I'm of the opinion that he got that fixed. He had a full rehab and he was able to balance out his hamstrings.
We're on the clock and nothing's popping.
Nothing's popping. P-Wash. No, I don't really want to go to P-Wash. Let's just grab one of the guys from the top there. Let's do Warren or Tyson. Let's just do Warren.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or I mean, we could. Washington's kind of cool too, but just because, I I thought we had a giant already. Actually, I was thinking like a
By the
little
way,
division stack would be good. Oh, geez, I forgot we had Bowers. Oh well,
I didn't.
that's fine.
And I
Well,
knew
whatever. We don't
I
need a third. It's cool.
yeah, like I think nobody's gonna do this
Yeah,
at all.
I've done this a couple
because
times. Literally,
because
no
of
one's gonna do it. Yeah,
because of the week 13 double week 13
yeah,
bye.
it's fine. And Warren's also a great pick, man.
Yeah, he is.
I guess he is somewhat expensive, but
Like I think Tyler Warren straight up probably outscores Tyson, Lemon, like all these receivers after him.
yeah. I mean, if we get the Colts back at producing like they did last year, and we already have a bit of doubt with Pierce, being ready to go, and Downs is kind of perennially a disappointment. Like I think it's pretty obvious Warren is set up to be like a prime target there.
Right. And I mean, I guess there has been talks of like Diggs or somebody going there.
Yeah, free agent receiver. Yeah, that
but
could
like,
change things a little bit.
I don't think that affects Warren at all. I think that only is, I think like Keenan Allen's the one that's like linked. And to me, that's just hey, we need somebody while Alec Pierce is hurt.
Yeah,
but
we
I
need
also
a healthy body. I mean, I clicked a bunch of Keenan last year, like before he got signed. I haven't done it once this year, so I don't know. He's getting older. I'm getting older.
I mean, I don't mind. Like I
like Parker. I just didn't want to scroll that far.
Well, I mean, I don't mind the double elite tight end thing. Like I think we can build out of it. I think it's perfectly fine. Like, is it optimal? Probably not. But
no, I totally forgot we had Bowers. But we'll make it work.
Yeah.
We can eat the week 13-0. It's not a problem in a 2-12.
Right, exactly. And then we have two, like our floor is going to be crazy. Like Tyler Warren plus Bowers is going to fill our flex so much. Like our flex is just cooking. So like I feel pretty good about that.
And now Tucker Kraft's going to fall a bunch. Well, I guess he's at ADP there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but we do need to get some receivers. It doesn't really love anybody. And
I wouldn't mind going like 2 running backs here and just kind of leaning on these 2 guys. Because like I guess we do. I mean, Dak's the.
We don't have to worry about the Pickens drafter, so we can push.
I say we go with a quarterback or I don't know. I think we could just lock it up.
Yeah, let's just lock it up, and then I'm okay with the third RB as well. I'm also okay with Jaden Reed to build out a future double. Just click QB. Let's go look at Love. Let's see if he's a good pairing.
No.
So it's middle of the road. It doesn't really love him.
Goff and Knicks are though.
So like if he was a 5 there, like or if he was like a high rating, like I know he pairs well with Dak, then I'm gonna make a double. Like I'm gonna lean into it.
And Cortland Sutton is off the board now, which I'm fine just taking.
I mean, we could go look at Danny Dimes. Okay, decent. So it's okay. I mean, we could do the Pierce double. We could do RB3.
Do we really want the injured guy here?
I mean, I don't really care. I don't even think he's that injured. I think it's like it's time box. It's not going to. Downs is creeping up to him.
Okay,
I'm okay with it, honestly.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, we could do the double. It sets us up for Denzel Boston or Casey Concepcion later.
No, Pepper Tony, we don't do naked Mahomes here because we are not getting our picks fed to us by the slap kick. Okay. Although I think it was 5 stars, wasn't it?
It was 4.5.
4.5. Good enough. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the best year ever to do naked Mahomes, though, to be honest. So I see why they're high on him. But I always try and stack. Like I rarely force unstacked builds.
Now, naked Mahomes would have been fine if we didn't have double tight end. Because
if we want to get
like
Kelsey,
if we were just willing to take like Mahomes at that pick, and then two rounds later on the wraparound take Kelsey above ADP. Like
Yeah.
because Worthy
Doing the
wasn't coming.
Worthy Kelsey thing is
Yeah,
awesome
well,
too. It's super
Worthy
fun.
wasn't coming back. Like Worthy's kind of solidified himself over here on this other turn.
He's like 104 ADP, isn't he? Or is he in the 90s now?
It's one of those fake ADPs where he's moving up. He's up to 96.
96,
actually.
yeah. I built that out a couple times. The Worthy Kelsey double tap with him.
Yeah,
super fun. Oh no, the overlay's stuck. I've never seen that happen actually on Underdog.
Yeah, it that does happen like every time on DK, but like every overlay.
It should be fixed now, but I never pull up the draft board on Underdog, so I didn't know it was doing that.
Okay. Pierce ankles seems to be no big deal.
I'm good with just buying the fear and buying the fear dip and just
well, last year we had the same fear dip with Amon-Ra.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I just kind of missed that window in my slow drafts. I didn't get any like second round Amon-Ra. That was well, that was a nice opportunity. He did never, for like that week. He did.
Oh,
for like 4 or 5 days.
Oh,
like on like DraftKings, like people were worried. Q-Tag.
I mean,
okay, so yeah, really loves Pittman and Myers. So I'm down.
I don't mind just going naked Bo Nix.
No, I do mind. I don't want
really.
Yeah.
Why don't you like Bo Nix?
I'm just indifferent. I'd rather get one of these receivers. We're behind on receiver.
Are we? I think we're more behind a running back. And running back dries up a lot quicker.
I mean, dude, I think we should take Jacoby if he's there. Honestly, I'm like Jacoby Pittman here for sure.
Yeah, that's good. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I'm just not taking quarterbacks unstacked unless I have a really good reason. Like I don't have like, well, I think this guy's good. Like I like him. Like I don't really care. Like
I have a good reason. It's Pat Bryant.
Yeah, okay, I know you have a good reason.
I have a reason for naked. Like
it's because the 18th round pick is already made.
Yeah, right. Like
no, but we have a double stack set up where this is a Danny Jones team.
Right. I think Rachaad White, Aaron Jones kind of makes sense here, or we could do the Kyle Pitts.
No. Yeah, I mean, I think Aaron Jones probably makes the most sense. I'm not really buying into this Rachaad White thing, especially when he's ADP's rising. Like I guess I don't really know what to do with that backfield. But in half point PPR, I don't think he's going to consolidate anything other than passing down work. I don't think he's going to get goal line touches. Like I just think he's a bad underdog pick.
I'm just kind of buying into Katron Allen.
Yeah, I mean, like,
and I've got an uncomfortable amount. Like for me, 18% is like borderline, like too much on a player that we don't know much about. Like after having 20%,
at his cost, it's so reasonable.
Yeah, I did the same thing with Jarquez Hunter last year, but like the difference is that McVay like hasn't played his rookies. Well, this guy literally traded away a veteran last year to play a rookie.
To play JCM, yeah.
So I think it's a fine bet.
Yeah, it's fine. And like the barrier to him getting touches is like almost non-existent.
Javonte is just expensive. Jordan Basis could not disagree more. Talk him off the.
I mean, except for the fact that Mason's in a split backfield on a team that might not be that good.
Yeah, yeah. You were in with me on Jarquez, Hartman. That makes me not feel as fine.
I've been doing a lot of JCM. Like I got a 140 share JCM the other day. Like he's sliding. I don't really understand why.
I do his ADP is like 135, and I actually don't mind it in that range. Like I think it's. I
mean, he's probably the cheapest starting running back on the board.
I don't want zero of him. I don't know where I'm at totally on him. I don't have ADPs.
Yeah, ADP 122. Yeah.
But yeah, I got him 10 picks past ADP, but like I don't hate it. Like I don't hate him at like if he falls. So
yeah, Conception would be nice here, but I doubt he makes it to us.
Right.
And then
Dimes on the way back to lock it up.
Yeah, there's gonna be a run
Yeah,
here.
yeah, there's gonna be a run. I could tell by what had happened. Jared Goff fell all the way back. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's what's
120
nice
Goff.
about pushing it when you have a like a non-statue QB, especially if you're in a room with a
Yeah,
bunch of the Who crew here. They're not really going to get out of line. It's
right.
it's good.
So
It's good to kind of play for the nuts and try and push your statue quarterbacks and build something really strong. Yeah, I like Tracy. I do kind of want to get more of that division correlation.
yeah,
The
let's do
math likes him. It's a week 17 bring back against
right.
our quarterback.
Yeah,
It's everything you want to see in a pick. Yeah.
yeah. I figured that was kind of a no-brainer pick there for us.
Yeah.
We could finish up running back if Bill comes back. If you want to do that, or do we?
What is Dime's ADP?
Actually, yeah, we have to do dimes probably. His ADP is a few picks before ours. It's like right here.
Yeah, it's not worth risking with the.
Yeah.
Like I know I just talked about pushing quarterbacks too, but it's definitely something I'm doing less this year because of the appetite for people to take 3. And like best ball's growing, we're getting more people in here that don't know what they're doing. They're just going to start ripping off quarterbacks. Like it's almost like the August drafting is like all year round now. Like pushing QBs is just so hard to do. And I don't think it's necessary, honestly, on drafters. Every time I'm trying to build the nuts, so I'm trying to push my QB and make the best possible version of my team. In these contests where it's a 2-12, you don't need the nuts. You just need to complete your stats.
Yeah, you need to complete and get through, and
like
get a little bit of pod luck to get there.
That's it.
So on DraftKings, I've been getting round 7 Jaden Daniels the last 2 days. Like every other lobby, I'm getting. If I'm at the front half of the board, I was like, I'm just going to stop taking them because I've seen a couple people get them in the 7th. I've been doing I got a team to where I took McLaurin at the turn, and I got Brian Thomas Jr. fell all the way back. I got Jaden Daniels, Brian Thomas Jr., Terry McLaurin stack there with Jahmyr Gibbs, which feels sick. Like it felt absolutely good. So
yeah, me not being able to do fast routes on DK just kills me, man. People build such monster teams, and everyone in the slow drafts is at least somewhat confident on DraftKings. It's like I'm honestly punting.
Well, it's probably I'm going to guess that they're not all competent, but they all at least just go to ADP, right? And you don't get the ADP followers if they end up auto drafting, and forget about it.
Well, it's actually a bit of both because DK auto sorts the rankings. So when people if they time out, they'll take the top of the ranks. And for me, I timed out a couple times deep in drafts, and that means you're taking Tyreek Hill at 160 because of how DK does their ranks. So it's you get a bit of both, some positives and negatives with it. But okay, so yes. No.
Oh.
All right. Okay, now we have to figure it out. So probably receiver. I mean, Flournoy looks to be good, but he's a bit of a scroll. What about?
I think I'm fine with it. Or Jennings. What do you want?
No, let's just do Flournoy, not get cute, and
let's see what the math tells us after that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind going Debo. It does like Tesla, but I don't mind pushing him.
I'm not a fan of Tesla, so I
like him, man. I think he's especially half PPR, man. I think he just sniffs out touchdowns, and year 2,
one of these two, Tyler Algier or Tajay Spears. Tajay Spears is 1A, 1B.
It really does like Spears. Yeah, but we don't know Pollard on this team, do we?
No.
Okay, I'm down with Spears. Yeah, it really likes it. Adds the most points, has a 15-16 bring back.
And Tesla's ADP is back over here. I assume the person at the 1 hole is going to take Tesla. I guess their ADP is here. I just have him ranked well below.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Nice. Some dude has 4 QBs, eh? Who is it? Mr. Picasso there. 5-4-5-1 right in the middle.
Just
Oh
a
my
block.
goodness. Birds hurl marsh. All right. Well, I guess we did get a decent pod here. It's a 2 of 11 now, boys.
It is. We haven't even looked at the other teams. This guy, I mean, that looks fine. That looks pretty good. Lotzie. Lotzie's in here. I didn't even notice. Dude had 4 quarterbacks, and he took my Knicks.
Yeah.
Y'all reminded me that I had a dream Tesla catching touchdown passings earlier. I will say that like I've got like 4.5-5% Tesla.
He made
like,
some outstanding grabs last year. You know, like they're
he's
stuck in my head too.
He's tied to a really elite offense. Like I don't want 0, but I fully don't understand why he like it. So I was like, I don't understand it. And then I was bouncing it back and forth in my head. I'm like, well, like Flournoy's the same bet. Like, but I like the Flournoy bet. So like, why am I so hard on the Tesla
They're both
thing?
my favorite picks in that range. Yo, look at your boy Torrey Horton. Dude, oh my god, Torrey Horton, Tyreek Hill out of the 5 hole here.
Yeah, well, they were cooking. You know how I just said that I like their draft? Well, things change. Things change fast.
What the heck? All right, it's a 2 of 10 now. This is a blessed room.
This is a hashtag blessed. Elijah Surratt. Look at that.
I mean, he's getting unique, that's for sure. I mean, I don't mind doing this kind of stuff, but like he's a little too early to be doing it, you know. If it's your last 4 picks and you scroll for all of them, that's pretty cool. It's also not something I do in a small time box contest. That's something you want to do in large field. You know, get different formats, not so much the poodle or whatever this is.
All right. Quarterbacks. It loves Deshaun Watson.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right, we got some Tesla there.
Dude, yeah. I love Tesla. Like I think he's an absolute smash on Underdog.
I've been like, I was pretty out on it, and I fought it, and I still don't, like I said, I still don't love it. I still think that team, like with Laporta back, like I don't see when he's going to really hit. Like that's my big thing is Flournoy was doing it with, like I'm pretty heavily Bernard here, and it pops.
Okay, I like it.
So he only did stuff after Laporta got hurt, and Laporta's going to be back. So like I do worry a little bit, but they've also said that they want to run more like 3 wide receiver sets. I also don't love Drew Petzing, so
he was on the cards last year, right? He was a bum.
Well, he was on the cards several years.
Yeah. Wasn't he the DC? He was the OC, I guess. Yeah.
So the
DC state.
I worry a little bit about Tesla specifically. Like Goff, Amon-Ra, JMO have a thing going. Like, but we also know that Campbell will just take over play calling if it doesn't work. So like it is kind of insulated weirdly, at least for the back half of the season.
Yeah, I mean they didn't bring anyone else in. Like the reason I kind of like them is like the Lions are kind of like a bit weird with their prospect evals. Like when if you go back to when they drafted Tesla, you know, everyone was like, who the heck is this guy? Like what a crazy reach, you know?
Yeah.
And then if you think back to like the Jahmyr Gibbs draft, you know, people were clowning on them for taking Gibbs at 6 or whatever it was. You know, like they were people were literally carving them for taking Jahmyr Gibbs R101 in present day. You know, so like I think they just kind of do their research. They kind of have their own things they look for, and you know, if they're buying into a guy, they're perennially one of the best offenses, and like his profile is more geared towards half PPR, and that he's not going to get a lot of run, but he is going to catch some touchdowns. The one place I do want to take a bunch of them is here on the dog app.
18% in the 18th round is different than from 18% in the first round. Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
so, by the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit the sub. I stream every Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central, and every Sunday night, 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Central. Next week, I have Friday off. I got to work on the 4th because of some BS at work, but I'm going to have Friday off. I'm probably going to stream half the day, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do some sort of a marathon or something that day. Like I'll probably just hop on for a while and chill. So, but go ahead. So we got
I mean,
those.
I don't take a lot of Ridley this year, but this does seem like a good spot for it.
Are we double? Are we going to do one of these two?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm good with 2 QBs.
All right. And then are we going 9 receivers?
I think we are going 9 receiver. Okay, I'm done with. We can do Katron too. Let's put him in the queue and let's see if there's a receiver that's just screaming at us. Jaden Blue is also, that could be fun. I guess we have Javante. I don't really want to do 2 of them.
Yeah.
What would be our receiver option, you think?
Malachi Fields, maybe? I mean, we could do my boy Emmett Johnson just randomly too. We could do Braylon.
No, let's do Katron because then we have like the whole division stack.
Yeah,
and it completes our kind of. I mean, I don't know.
It's also week 17 game here with Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, I mean, we probably should have gone receiver, but I don't mind tacking on the 6 RB on underdog. We know they score the most points, so this team really needs Christian Washington to be like a really good pick.
I mean, it just needs Alec Pierce to be healthy because, like, essentially we got an extra 6th round pick and no 7th because like our 7th round pick was an early 6th round pick for most of the season.
Yeah.
I know
it's a good group of guys. I think Jacoby's like undervalued. I think he's the best receiver on the team. It was kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. Like he certainly has had the most production over the last, 2-3 years. So I think he's a pretty good value. And if you're like a Hunter fader like me, like the only reason he's so cheap is that we're getting a lot of P-Wash hype and we're getting a bit of worry about Hunter. But I think he's a good pick.
All right. Well, let's review the team. We got a 2-6-7 or 2-6-8-2. Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, running back, Kyron Williams, Javonte Williams, Aaron Jones, Tyrone Tracy, Tajay Spears, and Katron Allen. I think it feels pretty good. I do think we needed the 6, honestly. I like the double anchor here with Jones feels kind of thin-ish. Like I don't know.
Like I think Tracy. It's pretty strong, honestly. I mean, if Aaron Jones is just playing 60%, like it's or whatever. 50%.
In DraftKings, let's say it was full PPR, 18 rounds, I would think that would be enough.
Yeah.
And non-full, like I think in non-PPR, like the Aaron Jones Tracy thing feels a lot thinner.
Yeah, and it can never really be that bad on underdog to be a little thicker at RB.
Right. CeeDee Lamb, Christian Watson, Alec Pierce, Jacoby Myers, Ryan Flournoy, Isaac Tesla, Jeremy Bernard, Calvin Ridley. So it is a little thin, but the thing is we got power Tyler Warren. Like we don't need.
It doesn't really look like we have 2 elite tight ends. The roster is pretty good for having
like
double
I said,
elites.
We'll build out of it. Like we got the little fall here. Like we only ever need 3 receivers, and we have CeeDee Lamb to anchor them, and then we have Watson and Pierce, who are probably going to have a bunch of 20-plus point games, and Myers to kind of give us some sort of a floor. And that's a bunch of guys who will all have a 15-point game or higher or multiple throughout the season. And, like, we only really need those 2 to, like, really cook. So, like, we're mostly looking for these 2 to hit the flex, like, 7 to 10 times throughout the season probably. Like, that –
yeah, it's a fun team. I like how it finished out. Yeah, it's honestly a very strong team for the double elite tight end. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, would I make my portfolio this? No. Like would I set out to do this every draft? No. Do I think that you can build out of it? I do. And I think we did. So we don't have any YouTube members in the chat. I want to draft another team. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
We're doing
I got lots of time on my slow drafts.
we're doing more poodles because we're doing the Bauer thing again. Don't forget, by the way, if you don't want to do double elite.
This time we'll actually get him a good late pairing and not rip off a elite.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna jump in another poodle. We're gonna jump in 15 seconds. We never leave the line. Fury. Endless. Relentless. Fantasy. Reigns. Who wins? Immortal. How are we doing, JT? Welcome back. Been a while since I've seen you around. But yeah, I've enjoyed using this on the back end. I think it's fun. I get the thing I will say is like on DK specific, like because I'm what I'm doing is I got it in a draft on one screen, and I've been prompting my AI stuff in another screen, like. And it's made it pretty easy because I can just kind of look over there, kind of gloss over things. I know what I kind of want, and it just kind of like hones you in, and it can show you things like, oh well, he's a good pick here. All right, do I want to take a player I don't like? It's made me a lot more willing to click some of these names I don't want to click.
That you don't want to click, exactly, yeah.
Like because do I want to click Luther Burden? No, but like if it's actually showing that it balances well, it's like, well, I don't want 0. And it kind of makes sense here.
It'll help you like pick spots, right? That's kind of the whole idea. Like this game's very much like poker. You're just put in 18 spots every draft, you know, and how you navigate those spots is how you win money. It's just like a poker tournament, you know.
You chase for puka.
I'm either. I mean, I'm Chase. I kind of just rip ADP for these top guys. I don't really have a preference. I want shares of all of them. The only one I'm really overweight on is Mr. Amon-Ra. And gentlemen of the Who Crew, I just want to plug my site again. Please, if you have a minute, go to www.dogmathbestball.com. Make an account. It's free. Open up the solver. Play around with it. You can learn a lot. There's a lot of like strategy insights that I build my strategy on every year that you can go into. You can go make up your own strategies. There's so much data, so much useful data in that solver. Honestly, the fact that I'm releasing it for free is crazy because this is literally what I built my whole process on, and I'm just giving it away. Okay, the extension that's going to be paid, but the solver is free, and there's so much value in that. Okay, so please go to the sites, help me beta test this thing. You know, this is the first time I'm telling people about it. Make a site. I want to make sure all the account creation stuff is working great. So please do me a favor. Go to the site, make an account, try out the solver. I'd be really appreciate it, and you'll have a lot of fun and learn some things.
Yeah, I will say don't multi-table with it. Like
no, just
don't multi-table with it if you're learning it for sure.
Yeah, but it's cool. But who Hames can attest? Like we did baseball, and like I don't know that much about baseball. Who Hames knew nothing about baseball,
0.
You know, and we built some extremely strong teams that are looking awesome going into the baseball playoffs. Okay?
Only thing is that our top 2 pitchers are both hurt.
They're dead. Yes, that's unfortunate.
And that was more bad luck. One of them was a bad pick because Shane Smith got demoted before he got hurt. But like the other one, like
he's just saving himself for week 17.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like, see, I don't know that much about baseball. I only started playing it because I've had success in best ball and have some funds to splash around and know I have a proven process that I can go into any game and try and, you know, figure out an edge. So, you know, I literally almost won 100K in the dinger last year. I finished 5th for 20K. I don't watch baseball. I don't know any of these guys' names. I'm just process oriented and using my solver. Man, I've made two dinger finals in a row. Hopefully, going for number 3 this year. And me and Mr. Who Ames here, we might have a, you know, with a bit of luck, we're gonna have a shared dinger sweat using my Dogmath solver. So it's super cool. Yeah, please, I really need people to make accounts. I need to make sure everything's working. So do me a favor, make an account and try it out for me.
Yeah, and I used his site, typing it in for the Eliminator. I did like 8 teams or something, and I got one alive still. We're in the money weeks.
Yeah.
So,
and like, if I was to say what my solver is best for, like it applies to every form of best ball.
are you good with this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I love his fun.
Zay went. Okay.
I mean, I do Olave or Brees.
Let's
I'm fine with it. The
let's
math
send
likes it. Geez, I was rambling. What was I?
so yeah, like we did. My solo shot's dead. Everybody's hurt on it, but we did 33 dingers, and we were there, and then we have this many. Like we got several more like 4th and 3rd place teams all right up.
Yeah, we want to sneak those into second, man. That's it.
Yeah.
And what's super cool about baseball? Like, there's so many games.
Yeah.
You know, so like my stuff, like sure it works for football, but like in theory, baseball has more games, right? And when you have like different amounts of games being played in a week, right? If you have something that's balancing out your roster over 23 weeks and 140 games or whatever the season is, you know, it's almost more powerful there, to be honest. So it's done really well in football. It's done really well in baseball. And like I was gonna say, so like you were talking about a limb. Like in theory, my tool I think is best for eliminator, weekly winners, and cumulative. But obviously it works for everything. But like eliminator is max floor, right? And this, you're never gonna. No one else has a system to find floor for your team except for me, right? No one else has a system to find ceiling except for me.
My behind the paywall eliminator stuff.
It's very much similar.
It's like I showed him what my findings were, and he showed me what his rankings were for the season, and mine are just weighted based on the beginning of the season. We came to the same conclusion.
Yep.
Which, like, for all but like 3 teams, but that's because I moved some teams around a little bit based on like, I don't believe the Jets are going to be a top 11 defense. Like, no, like I don't know what
last year. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
They were awful last year.
Yeah. So like I moved a little bit of things around on the projections based on things that I believe, but like I'm open about it. Like if you watch that video, you can see it, but the stuff he has on his back end is the same stuff I found for that eliminator stuff. And the only difference is I have my stuff weighted. Here you get to pick the weighting. So, all right. So do we want to go Adams with the solver? Do we want to try to set up the thing, or like I'm fine with just waiting?
I would do Terry, and then we might even be able to get Adams on the wrap. Like I mean, I love those 3. I love all these guys at the top of the board.
Let's do Adams. I like this, and then we can kind of like just hit a running back if we want here. But Bucky. What do you? What's your take on Bucky?
I mean, I've been hands off Bucky, but I'm kind of turning the corner now. I think, along with the market, I think I'm going to start clicking them pretty aggressively. We do have a chalk start, so pull up doesn't seem terrible. Loveland and Evans were guys I was going to click for sure.
We could do that. We could do JMO here.
Yeah, Bucky or Tootin. Up to you.
You pick. I like Tootin more.
Let's do Bucky.
He's got
the playoff correlation. Let's lean into that.
It's one of my only clicks on Bucky. I've gotten Bucky on DK at 68 3 times this week. Like between 65 and 68. I've got him 3 times. I've been doing the $1 DK, like the $1 King of the Desert qualifiers.
KOTD.
And I literally have a team to where I got like Terry at 54, Bucky at 67, and Jaden at 78.
Yeah, I mean, the $1 DraftKings drafts, you're going to be able to build some good teams.
Yeah, it's like, all right, guess we're doing it.
I never really play those, but like Mossy, my good friend Mossy there, who won the $3 on DK last year for 150K. A couple of years ago, he actually won a King of the Desert as well.
A qualifier or the whole thing?
Like he won the Bestball tournament qualifier.
Oh, nice.
He didn't fare too well in the DFS stuff. He might have progressed out of one, but yeah, I think it's like 2 layers of DFS to get to the final. So I know he gave it a run in the DFS, but he's shipped to DK Bestball tournaments, which is pretty cool. There's definitely some EV up for grabs in those King of the Deserts. Like, it's definitely a weaker.
It's incredibly
weaker player base, and it's probably just DFS bros punting that don't.
It's
know what they're doing.
It's a $1.20 max. Like, if you're learning best ball and you don't want to spend a lot of money, like, you just go over to DraftKings and jump in some King of the Deserts, like because you could just do, like, it's cheap. It's kind of like poker. Like, you don't want to go learn poker in like 10-25
in the high stakes, high stakes rooms.
Yeah, you don't want to go in learning poker in the 10-25 rooms. You want to go in and you want to try to find like a 50-cent dollar room or something, like, which don't really exist anymore. But like, you want to find those low stakes.
Yeah, it's what's nice about best ball is there's a lot of low stakes offerings. Like, even like when I started, like my 6-7 years ago, like I was doing like 20 bullets in BBM and jamming puppies and playing $3. Like I wasn't a big money, big volume guy, but like I literally played small stakes and like had success. Like, my first drafter score was a $10 tournament entry for like 10K, I think it was. It was a smaller tournament back then, but like I've literally moved up in stakes, like done the same thing I did in poker, just like grinded small stuff, got some scores, moved up, and it's cool that we can do it. There's lots of great small stakes offerings.
I desperately want Shaden Daniels. Oh, no, I don't. I thought we pulled up Tootin. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's screaming Marv. And then ideally we take it back, or we do Burrow. Yeah,
I think we just take Marv and like.
Yeah, we do Marv Burrow.
I mean, I doubt we get Burrow back. But
no, we're 100% getting him back. I always push him here. There's no point taking him first.
Nice and Blunt probably doesn't take him.
No, I mean they're.
I don't know. Sidekick,
they can if they want. We need a running back.
Sidekick actually recommends people to take Naked Burrow as soon as round 6 starts or 7 starts. I mean, it's recommending Herbert, but that's probably who Nice and Blunt's going to take. So,
yeah, I feel bad for the Sidekick bros, man. They are paying $500 a year for the rights to use a bunch of guys' rankings, man. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, so Sacrilegious was talking about how much fun he has using it. He's like, yo, it's awesome because I put all this work into it. He's
having fun that he can literally not think and click buttons and
right, because
thousands of dollars of volume.
It's because he spends all of his time putting in the computations, which I get. But like, I was like, I don't think he does any of that.
Honestly, I think they sit around a table and argue about who's better, and then Shady and the developers click buttons. Probably. I think they literally sit around a table and go back and forth about who's the better player. Nice and Blunt's not going to do that.
And there's nothing funnier than the fake pros overreacting. Oh, at the 1-2 tables, yeah.
Well, that's half the fun of 1-2. Like, you're really.
I love 1-2.
Yeah, like that. Like I don't go above 2-5. Like I'm a tournament player, so I don't really play that much cash.
I do. I've done very well in my tournament history. I've only ever done I've only ever won at like 100-person tournaments and stuff. But like that's I also have to drive 2 hours to
go play. Yeah,
so it does kind of suck.
Yeah. What's up, Henny? Yeah, so like Nice and Blunt, I agree. I've only done the like integrity protector thing once, Naked Burrow, when both guys passed, and it's because I had playoff correlation. Like I had like a week 16 and 17 bring back. Like me, like I'm really never gonna do it unless I have playoff correlation built out for it, or it's just like an absurd value. And
I did it once at 84.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, I'll just do it here. Like, I guess, like
Henny's got the Kirby power. Let's go. I did that to my friend in real life the other day. He did not understand the reference.
Oh yeah, we got We got Thad at 11. We got King Kaleri at the 12. We got Lutz at the 9. I believe Tiger Town watches. We got Sladen at the 4. Nice and Blunt at the 2. I hadn't shouted everybody out yet.
A bunch of sharps.
Yeah, we do not have the same luck as we did in that last lobby. Like we, I mean, Harvey would be awesome just because it's a faller.
Yeah, I'd love Brooks.
They have 3, they have 2, so we'd probably have to like pull them all the way up if you want them. But he's way past.
No, we can get him. We can get him later. I'm good with either of those top 2 backs.
Let's just take the ADP guy.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah.
It's also got some playoff correlation there. And then
yeah, and like I said, like the star stuff, like it's 0 stars. Oh no, like I can't click it. Like who cares, man? Like if we're in a tricky spot and we're deciding between a couple of players, sure. But we only have one running back, so it's only balancing one running back. And so now that we have 2, it's more complete. The stars are going to be more accurate, and they mean more the more players we add.
So, do we want to pull up a running back here? Do we want to take Stafford for the stack? I think that we do have the bring back.
Look at the Puka drafter. Does he have a?
He's right behind us. It's Staff. He's got Jaden.
I mean, I think we should go Worthy or Brooks.
Which one do you want, Worthy or Brooks? I'm fine either one.
I want Brooks.
All right, we got him.
Yeah, like I'm not like one of these guys who's going crazy over Brooks, but he just makes sense on this team. We're behind at running back. Kind of popped, has playoff correlation,
right. And we did the reason that Harvey was 0.5 stars is because we only had 1, and it was also by week 10. So that's why that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, and the bye week stuff, you don't even have to think about it with Dogmath because it's built in. Like obviously the guy projects for 0 in week 10 if he has a week 10 bye.
Well, no. So I pointed out, I told Shady, I'm like, well, if I put in all the inputs and I trusted all the inputs, I would probably not care to just top click. But if I'm not the one doing it,
for sure,
it's not my version of that thing, so I wouldn't want it. And this allows you to use your own mind with some math behind it and do what you want still.
Yeah, if you subscribe to Dogmath and you get this, you're not going to be building the same teams as me. You're just not. It's not going to happen, right? There's nothing telling you I like these players, therefore you're going to take them a bunch, right? It's all dependent on who you draft and what you change the settings to. I mean, if you use the default stuff, you will have some similar teams to me, if we like the same players and we're clicking the same guys, but it's not, it's not, and the sidekick being a sim is cool. I think it does have value. Specifically, I think in playoff formats or weird formats that people don't understand. But in normal best ball season long stuff, there is infinite things that can happen, and nobody's rankings are ever going to be right. They're never going to be right. Okay. So there's no universe where it's helping you basically. The simming of the contest is helping you for sure. But there's so much stuff that can happen. Nobody knows what build or what players are going to get there. My stuff at least knows that 30% of the time, these defenses are going to share traits from the past year, and they're going to line up, and it's going to balance your team out. Every team, every game, every other one's going to be wrong, right? But directionally, you're going to have a better chance to build a better team using my stuff than trusting some guy's fancy rankings that he sells to the same 1,000 people who are all building the same teams and all drafting Drake May. It's I think it's a little cooked. Now for playoff contest, I think
we're
it's
on
awesome,
the clock.
But, it does love Shuck.
I like just taking Shuck and calling it.
Yeah, it does love Shuck.
Yeah, I mean we have Olave here.
Yeah. Well, what's our next move here? It doesn't mind Aaron Jones.
I mean, Aaron Jones makes a lot of sense again, and I don't love I don't know that I love taking back to back, but I also don't hate it.
I like Coker.
We could do that. We got a little team correlation. It could get us to a third quarterback if we
Yeah,
want to go.
and I always like for playoff correlation, like doing a running back is kind of like antithetical, like in a playoff stack.
right.
Like, sure, any game can blow up, but like I've seen studies on this stuff, and game stack correlation really only adds points when it's a pass catcher. Like it literally doesn't move the needle for running backs.
That's Corain was actually talking about that the other day.
It really doesn't matter. So we had already set up that game with Brooks. So I'm always trying to search out that receiver in the game stack.
We're on the clock. Do we want to go Kelsey, Andrews?
No. Let's do a gross C-Rod click. We passed on Tootin, so we're remembering that in this universe, Tootin sucks.
We got it.
C-Rod's the pick. Boom. And that's just some good best ball advice that I like to give. You know, every draft is like its own universe, and every bet you make is correlated. Every player you don't pick is correlated, along with every player you do pick, right? Like, we literally had a choice where we were deciding between Tootin or maybe that was the other draft, honestly, I forget.
No, it was this one.
Yeah, so like we had a choice between Tootin and Bucky, you know, and we decided in this universe, Bucky is better than Tootin. So, you know, you have to remember that because you made that decision. In this universe, Tootin sucks. So how do we get on the other side of that bet? We take C-Rod.
I mean, I think it's more like you just think that the Adams pick is better than Tootin. Tootin doesn't have to suck for that to pay off.
Correct, but for the max payout of
yeah. Like
I think something to
consider
consider and keep in your mind.
I don't think that that's necessarily the wrong way to do it, but I also think that like both could be right. Like,
for sure, they can both just have good years, right? Yeah, but yeah. So it's like just trying to think in terms of like I'm drafter's brained. I'm always trying to think in terms of nut outcomes, and that's kind of how you get there. How you build the perfect team that wins it all. You make a bunch of compounding bets that all make sense.
And this is a big part of it. You're just trying to find the healthiest lineup.
Yeah,
like,
and 100%. And this is something where the sidekick does have an edge on me because I'm not doing any individual like archetype or injury or whatever stuff. Like none of that's built into my stuff, right? So if you're drafting,
we got those two up top. Andrew's on a big fall. Andrew's on a big fall here.
Yeah, it seems fine. I'm down for any of the receivers and Andrews. But yeah, like all the archetype stuff and the injury stuff, definitely cool, definitely useful. Like I like how they try and blend like young and old, right? Like they want you to have late season upside. That stuff, honestly, I think is super cool. And I honestly tried to mix some of that stuff in.
Do we want Shaheed or McMillan here? We got the team stack here. Second bring back, or
let's just do Andrews. We'll get a receiver we like.
It's 13.
I don't care. Fuck it. Do it.
All right.
We'll get a receiver we like. It's definitely not Travis Hunter.
Not a big Travis Hunter. I'm like staying at the field on Travis Hunter. So
I've taken him like twice on Jag stacks, but that's about it, man. I'm fully hands off. I don't take cornerbacks. He's probably not even that good of a receiver.
I don't really ever take Jalen Naylor over Trey Tucker. I massively like Trey Tucker.
Yeah, I do Tucker every time over him. I mean, I don't know if that's right. At least we know Tucker can spike huge.
He got compared to Brock Bowers, who was then later called a football robot from heaven. So, like,
who did Naylor?
Or no, he Tucker. Like Tucker. No, he actually got compared to Max Crosby. It wasn't Bowers. He said, yeah, he's out there. He's basically like Max Crosby, work ethic wise, right? And then, but then, yeah, Bowers got called the football robot from heaven. I think he said like Crosby and Bowers or something. Like, it was wild.
It's good enough for me.
I just have to, with the tool, take some of the fun out of it for me. That's kind of what Updog was saying there. It's not like a Gunner said, I don't know why he's shitting on the leg up guys. He's just saying he wants to have fun drafting. He wants to think while he's drafting. Like, if you just want to like pay for a sim and use it, and like that's fine. Like I don't think that's fun. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean it's you're just putting zero thought into it. You know, you're paying them the money and you're just not thinking, and it's cool. Like my tool is trying to give you information. You know, it's trying to give you it's trying to give you more information to make informed decisions, and not do some shadow math with some rankings that a bunch of guys just made up. And like, you know what, like I'm sorry for shitting on them. Like I'm gonna shit on whoever I want. Like, you know, I consider myself one of the best players in the game. I have a proven system and a proven record, and it's cool. And like those guys are all sharp. You know, they're sharp. They're sharp guys. They built a really cool thing. I just don't think it's going to help anybody win money.
I mean, it did help people win money last year.
What happened the year before? They all got murdered. So it's just, you're going to live and die by the cabal's rankings, and that's cool. And you're also going to build teams just like everybody else, right? So definitely a cool product. I think there's some things they could do a lot differently to make it better. And I think in the future, things are going to approximate kind of a blend of what I do and what they do. Like I could make this spit out top guy answers too, you know, but the idea is, you know, I'm trying to give you guys information and they're trying to give you suggestions.
All right. At least he didn't fall. Do we want to take Brooks or Bryce Young for the stack there, or do we? We could do Trey Harris. He's popping. We could take.
Yeah, I know you like him.
Mendoza for the power stack.
We can do Trey. I'm not a big Trey guy, but I don't mind deferring to you.
Well, I mean, it's add his ADP. I actually have him ranked below ADP now. I'm assuming Nice and Blunt was going to take him. But
okay, my tool bunking MLB has no relevance in NFL. Okay, I don't know what bunking means, but I literally almost won the dinger, and I've made like $250,000 playing NFL best ball, so it works for both. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thinking. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've made a lot of money playing best ball.
Yeah, because like
primarily in NFL.
Right, and that was it was in drafters, but like the same concepts do apply. Like you have been in the finals in several of these contests as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot more variance in the non-drafters format. The drafters is a more authentic.
I like this, right?
An authentic best
ball
like this tournament. 3 QB.
Or do you want to go one of these guys? 1 second.
Sure, let's do 3 QB. It's fine.
Yeah.
I usually kind of like pushing Mendoza, but we're on the turn, so it's
he's at ADP, and I think we're probably done at tight end again, eating up week 13 bye.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we can eat a bye.
Eat 6 points or whatever. Hopefully it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I literally don't know anything about baseball. I just the point is that we're just using math. Like you don't need to know the players. Like knowing ball and knowing and making your biases and having informed information about like the players you like, man, I leave that up to you, bro. That's what really wins you the tournament, right? But you know, I'm just trying to help you fill in the cracks around your ball knowledge.
All right, Pepper Darney says, is it fair to think of the dog solver as a week-to-week floor raiser?
In essence, yes, right? That was when 5 years ago when I thought about this, it was basically how do I, like, everyone talks about the ping pong theory, right? Like how do I bounce back and forth between my 2 QBs or my 2 tight ends, or you know, how do I ping pong my way to advance, right? So I just tried to figure out a way to make that happen, right? So that was the genesis of the solver, and yeah, it's engineered to raise the floor of your teams. That's the whole reason I made it. It's the reason I've had success on drafters. You know, I find teams and players that balance better than the field, because the field doesn't find them, and I have a system that finds it.
If big Android Apple ever let a tool hit the phones, I'd be tempted. Yeah, Slayton is a full on phone drafter. And I don't have anything against like the tools or the leg up stuff like at all. But for me, I want to like I don't want to be told what to do. Like that's just something I don't like in general. Like
Yeah, I'm just like anti rankings in the sense that like
yeah,
you know
we had that
you're
discussion.
outsourcing your ball knowledge. Like I mean, Who Hames does and monitors and curates his own rankings. I everybody should do that. You know, like if you
And
really want to be good about the game, you should like take pride and put in a lot of effort into your rankings. That's cool. But like paying for Maddox or Fantasy Flock or whoever's rankings, like I don't know, man. I don't think that's gonna get you anywhere.
right, if you don't know why you have the people ranked or why they have certain people ranked certain places, like maybe they like them here, but only on these styles of teams or something. Right.
Yeah,
Like,
but you're also like you're inferring so much more than just the players. Like you're inferring how they build. Like by buying someone's
yeah,
ranking,
yeah.
you're automatically going to build a certain way every time.
We're on the clock. We kind
I
of
mean,
need
Tucker seems. Oh, we have Bucky. I mean, it's kind of interesting to double tap it. It likes Ted Hurst.
I don't mind it. We might go 6.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. We might go 6. Let's do that. And then like we'll stop here, right? So we can go 6 running back, and then we can I mean, I like Ray Davis a lot.
Yeah, I like Davis, Braden, Halani. Yeah, Halani.
Jordan James. I don't take much Jordan James, but
And what's our receiver count? 6. And yeah, we definitely need at least one more.
yeah, I mean, we do have Chase, Olave, Adams, Harrison, so
Yeah,
like we're pretty strong up top.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't
it's 7
mind taking.
though.
Yeah, it's definitely 7. I just think we should take a running back first just to get one.
No, I think we rip off either Cup or Hurst.
We'll go Hurst. We'll get the rookie upside there. A little bit more of a team stack with because we're fully in on that team now.
Yeah, just Crowder's comment there. You know nothing about soccer and whatever BL game theory, dude. I did 100 soccer World Cup drafts. I don't know a damn thing, but I literally built a tool to like predict the bracket, and I just used my best ball brain, and I built a bunch of super. Well, I don't know if they're super strong yet, but like, you don't need to know stuff about the format. You need to know how to play best ball and be able to develop a strategy for the contest you're in. That's the knowing ball stuff. It is mandatory, right? But it's also you can get away with just using ADP as a guide and trying to leverage some of your best ball knowledge to win.
Yeah, and the reason I do like the solver here because, like I said, I get to put my own inputs in. You can play around with it. You can go be like, hey, I'm going to build this out. I would like this is a poodle. Like, I'm not that super worried about like figuring out what I want to do later and all that stuff. But you don't even need this to do that. All you need to do is go to the website and like
It's all free, man.
and
Like literally my 5 years worth of process, everything I've ever done is free on the site.
yeah. Which I think we're going to get more and more free tools. Like, if it's as easy as you say it is to like create the tools,
This stuff
and
is on an exponential curve, and more people are just gonna be building. Right? They're just gonna be building stuff.
And
now, yeah,
and like then the people's feelings are going to get hurt. People are going to put stuff out for free. Like it's like everything else. Like people will just to spite other people put something out for free.
100%,
Eventually,
yeah.
Like it's going to happen. So
I didn't want to launch my stuff for free. Like I don't think I should be giving away value to my competitors. But you know what? It's the day and age where best ball is kind of growing and blowing up, and it's the age of AI. Me just talking about my tool, somebody can go make a similar version of it with a couple weeks worth of work. So it's time just to be open with the stuff, right? I think the way I'm playing best ball is like what people are going to go towards in the future. I think people are going to try and build solvers that emulate mine. I just want to be the first one out there. I want to be the first. I want to get in the hands of people. I want them to have fun and see what I'm cooking with here. And it's honestly exciting. I think there's a lot of great best ball tools that are certainly on the horizon. Maybe not this year, but I think in the following years, there's going to be guys like me are going to be a dime a dozen releasing
which
fancy
guy
tools.
Which guy do you want? I kind of just threw some names in there. I don't mind the Ollie Gordon for the week 17 against Buffalo too.
Do you Jalen Wright? If that's where we're going, I prefer him.
I do not, but what's his name?
W right. Yeah, I think Wright's the better pick over Ollie. Just like the way he performed at the end of last year, and Ollie kind of didn't stand out. He didn't like get goal line work like alongside A-Chain. And if like the A-Chain thesis like fails as people are predicting, and like they suck and they're not using him at the end of the season, I think Wright's the more likely guy to be like the A-Chain replacement. Personally, so that's kind of I've done that click like opposite of Allen like quite a few times.
They both didn't look great, and they both like kind of battled injuries all season, right? Like, and the offense was an absolute disaster. They're also losing McDaniel, but it's not a very clear bet, right? Like it's a pretty thin bet, but the Bills' defense is like just a clear target, and
yeah,
I think just taking a shot on goal is fine.
Yeah, a name no one cares about. I know exactly what tool you're talking about. I use it myself. Fantasy VIP.
Yeah,
my boy Michael, he's a good dude.
Michael Oof. Yeah,
he just put out an amazing portfolio managing tool for free. It has this cool draft capital thing. It's awesome. I'd show him some love and check out Fantasy VIP. It's super awesome. Highly recommend you take a look at that as well.
Yeah, but what's up, Brett? You got here. We're getting ready to leave. Not because you got here, but because I got to work tomorrow, and I still got a grill tonight, so I have stuff to eat all weekend. So, anything you want to say before we head out about the tool? I will post the link once again. You can make a free account over here, play with the tool.
Yeah, please do, guys. Go to www.dogmathbestball.com. Hit the sign up, just account, email, password. Click the solver. It's at the top right there. Play around with it. It's literally everything I've done. 5 years of building, all there for free. I'm just super proud of it. It's awesome. And the extension, hopefully, I want to launch it soon. It's going to be paid. It's going to be monthly. I think it's going to be $50 a month. If you're not a high volume guy, don't even think about it. But if you're a high volume drafter, slow, fast, whatever, I frankly think it's the highest EV thing you could ever get for best ball in 2026. So thanks Hames for having me on. Thanks to the Who crew. You guys are sharp. And best ball summer is just kind of getting underway here. We're just kind of getting into the thick of things. So I wish you guys the best of luck this year.
All right. Thanks everybody for coming out. I had a good time. Thanks Updog for allowing me to use this tool like in the background. Like it's been like I've had fun using it. So I think that if nothing else, use the website. And if you like the way the website works, like this tool just auto reads everything for you, so you don't have to put it in essentially. So it just makes it so much cleaner to use. And especially if you're in slow streets, I think it would be incredibly worth it to like pop in and just like kind of look and be able to figure things out pretty quick. So, but all right, I'll see everybody later.